This right here is the story of Brian Chesky. Once a bodybuilder and an industrial design student, Chesky transformed his life, amassing a fortune of $10 billion as the mastermind behind Airbnb. Now, Brian Chesky's influence skyrocketed in 2015 when Time magazine heralded him as one of the 100 most influential people for co-founding Airbnb. Fast forward to December 2020 and witness Airbnb's staggering IPO success, with its share price soaring to over $144. As of May 2023, Airbnb stands tall with a market capitalization of $74.9 billion, and Chesky at 42 boasts a real-time net worth of $9.3 billion. But Chesky's path wasn't always lined with gold. With a background in industrial design and interests in hockey and bodybuilding during his 20s, his fortunes took a dramatic turn during a design conference in San Francisco. This event, marked by a critical shortage of hotel rooms, sparked the idea that would eventually blossom into Airbnb. His story is a remarkable tale of transformation, from a simple demand for hotel space to the creation of a multi-billion-dollar Silicon Valley titan. Intriguingly, Chesky achieved this monumental success with minimal tech expertise before launching Airbnb. But before we go any further, welcome to Tales of Titans, the place where business and history come to life. So, let's dive into the famous story of Brian Chesky. Born on a sunny day on August 29, 1981, in the quaint town of Niskayuna, New York, Brian is the cherished son of Robert and Deborah Chesky. His heritage is a mixture of cultures. His father has Polish roots, while his mother brings Italian ancestry to the family mosaic. Growing up, Brian was captivated by the world of art and design. You could often find him engrossed in drawing replicas of classic paintings or adding his creative touch to redesign shoes and toys. His passion didn't stop there. He also had a keen interest in landscape architecture and design. In a humorous twist, Brian chose a quirky quote for his high school yearbook: "I'm sure I'll amount to nothing," which, contrary to his father's opinion, he found absolutely hilarious. In 1999, Brian's journey took an exciting turn when he enrolled at the prestigious Rhode Island School of Design, or RISD. Not just a student of art, he also showcased his leadership skills as the captain of the hockey team. He graduated in 2004, armed with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Industrial Design. It was at RISD that Brian's path crossed with Joe Gieba. Little did he know then that Joe would become not just his best friend and housemate, but also a pivotal co-founder of Airbnb. And if you think that's all, there's more. In his early 20s, Brian embraced the world of competitive bodybuilding. As of 2014, he was still known for his impressive 16-inch biceps. Now, after finishing his studies at RISD, Brian moved to Los Angeles and landed a job as an industrial designer, earning $40,000 a year. Not long after, he shifted to San Francisco to join his friend Gieba. At that time, both were unemployed and struggling financially, to the point where they couldn't even pay their rent. In October 2007, something interesting happened. A design conference in San Francisco created a huge demand for hotel rooms, which were in short supply. Gieba had a light bulb moment and suggested to Chesky that they could rent out their place to people who couldn't find accommodation. This idea was not just a game changer, but a life changer for them. Embracing the idea, Chesky and Gieba launched a website called airbedandbreakfast.com to kickstart their venture. They bought 3 air mattresses and set them up in their loft, marking the beginning of their business journey. The two friends quickly saw the potential in their venture. They brought in their former roommate, Nathan Blasarczyk, to help turn their idea into a solid business. Initially, they spent 4 months trying to create a roommate matching service, but they had to abandon this plan upon realizing a similar service, roommates.com, already existed. Undeterred, they returned to their original idea of Air Bed and Breakfast. Their second attempt didn't bring in any clients, and their participation in the 2008 South by Southwest Festival only attracted a few customers, including Chesky himself. But, as they say, the rest is history. Nathan Blasarczyk took the helm as Chief Technology Officer at Airbnb. With the deep technical know-how that he learned as a Harvard graduate in computer science, he was instrumental in enhancing the platform's technological foundations. His contributions were pivotal in shaping the website and mobile app, leading to the smooth and intuitive user experience that became synonymous with Airbnb. In terms of design and user interaction, Gieba also played a significant role. His influence on the Airbnb platform's design was profound, making it a standout aspect of Airbnb's brand identity. As Airbnb began to grow, it faced various regulatory hurdles and controversies in different cities. Gieba, along with the leadership team, tackled these challenges head-on, continuously innovating and improving the platform. Meanwhile, Blazarczyk delved into the strategic and business dimensions of Airbnb. He was actively involved in decisions regarding the company's growth, partnerships, and global expansion. Chesky's role in Airbnb's global journey was nothing short of monumental. He steered the platform from its early days as a modest startup to a global community, connecting hosts and travelers worldwide. Under his leadership, Airbnb transcended its initial scope of providing accommodations and offering unique, personalized travel experiences. The journey wasn't without its trials. Airbnb faced regulatory issues, legal battles, and controversies over short-term rentals. Chesky led the company through these turbulent times, adapting the business model and addressing the concerns of various communities. Despite facing minimal interest and support at the start, 3 dedicated friends pressed on with their project. By the summer of 2008, they had perfected their concept, Air Bed and Breakfast, and were ready to seek investor backing. However, the journey wasn't smooth. Of the first 15 angel investors they approached, 8 outrightly rejected them, and 7 didn't even respond. Financially strained and in debt, the trio didn't give up. They relaunched Air Bed and Breakfast at the 2008 Democratic National Convention in Denver, capitalizing on the event's need for alternative lodging. But success was still elusive. Their persistence finally paid off when Paul Graham, a venture capitalist, saw potential in Brian Chesky and his friends. He invited them to join Y Combinator, a renowned startup accelerator that offers financial support and training in exchange for a company stake. During the first quarter of 2009, they honed Air Bed and Breakfast within the accelerator. However, even in this supportive environment, attracting investors remained challenging. One notable skeptic was Fred Wilson of Union Square Ventures. In 2011, he confessed his oversight. He had underestimated the idea, unable to envision air mattresses in living rooms as viable hotel alternatives. He missed the chance to back a team that others recognized and supported, leading to a historic success story. In March 2009, the company we now know as Airbnb was still called Air Bed and Breakfast. Just a month after adopting the new name, a turning point came. Sequoia Capital invested $600,000 in seed funding. This was a huge leap for the company. Brian Chesky, the co-founder, humorously noted that they went from surviving on leftover cereal to reaching a state of being ramen profitable. This investment marked the beginning of a rapid growth spurt for Airbnb. Things accelerated so quickly that by 2010, Brian Chesky found himself living out of Airbnb apartments for several months. This unusual living arrangement was partly due to the lack of space in his own apartment, overtaken by Airbnb employees. Chesky quipped, "In June 2010, I moved out of my apartment and have been mostly homeless ever since, off and on. I just live in Airbnb apartments and check in different homes in San Francisco every week." Fast forward to 2011, just 4 years after hosting their first guests on air mattresses in San Francisco, Airbnb had expanded its reach to 89 countries with a milestone of 1 million nights booked. That same year, at South by Southwest, where they had a lukewarm start in 2008, Airbnb won the Breakout Mobile App Award, marking a significant recognition of their progress. Moreover, 2011 was a banner year for Airbnb as they received an additional $112 million investment from some of Silicon Valley's most prominent venture capitalists. This funding skyrocketed the company's valuation to over $1 billion, securing its status as a Silicon Valley unicorn. The journey of Airbnb from humble beginnings to a global phenomenon is nothing short of remarkable. Back in May 2015, President Obama recognized Chesky's entrepreneurial spirit, naming him an ambassador of global entrepreneurship. In the same breath, Forbes spotlighted him as one of America's richest entrepreneurs under 40. Johnny Ive, the iconic design mastermind behind Apple's products, couldn't help but admire Chesky's boldness, calling his audacity fabulous. Fast forward to June 11th, 2016, and you'll find Chesky joining the ranks of Warren Buffett and Bill Gates in the Giving Pledge, a commitment by some of the world's wealthiest to donate a majority of their fortunes to philanthropy. By May 2022, he made a grand gesture, donating a whopping $100 million to the Obama Foundation. Today, Airbnb is a thriving community with over 4 million hosts and has welcomed more than 1.4 billion guests in over 220 countries and regions. Chesky, still at the helm as Airbnb's CEO, is laser-focused on the company's future. He's taken an unconventional approach recently, spending 6 months living in Airbnb rentals to identify and address the core issues within his company. He's also quite active on Twitter, seeking feedback directly from the public, a strategy even Elon Musk admires. Given his track record, Chesky seems well equipped to navigate any upcoming challenges with the same innovative spirit he's always shown. And that's all for today, folks. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!